Hello, my friends. My name is Terry Allen Christian. I'm the author of a book called What Did Jesus Say? The 7 Messages from the Master. I want to welcome you to today's Walking with the Master message entitled Divine Healing and Life Restoration. I'll be brief on this, and this message came to me while I was here watching the overcast coming over here over the water. When you're ill, when you're sick, when you're unhealthy, your future isn't overcast. It's a clouded day. Sometimes we're in it for so long, we look in our past rear view mirror, it's a clouded life. So much of our life is like our vehicle. We have a front windshield to look out to for our future. We have a small rear view mirror that represents our past. When you find yourself where you're in the clouds of life, it's cloudy, uncertain. If we're ill, this does this. If we're diagnosed with a sickness, it does this. If we're diagnosed with bipolar, PTSD, anxiety, cancer, you're going to die, depression, anger. All of these are issues that come out of the mind. When the mind is at dis-ease, the body manifests a disease. I went through the most traumatic experience. I got injured 12 years ago, and I could hardly walk for 18 months until I got back surgery, and this complicated a marriage, and it brought on a divorce, and it brought on so much other stress. And as soon as the injury was over and I got the operation, it was only 3 months later. I'm passing so much blood that the doctor said I have the worst case of bladder cancer they ever saw. This devastated my life. It clouded my life. I couldn't work anymore. I just got started to work. I just got started to walk again. So now I felt like I was in the Job experience. I had a broken heart, a busted dream, an empty bank account. I'm just about to walk. I can now walk, but I'm going to die in 3 to 5 years from bladder cancer. Is this really happening to me? And so it put a cloud around me, and I had to do something about that. And fortunately, my earlier training allowed me to know I could do something about that. I've been a Christian for 40 years at this time. I'm confident with what's going on in life. And so now I need to create what's called a life walk. So I came to Negril, Jamaica, where there's a 7-mile beach, so I could get alone, be by myself, away from family and friends, be alone, be with God. That's an important issue. This is what Jesus did more than once. This is what many of us do. We go for a walk with the Master. So I came here on a 21-day plan, and I walked 100 miles up and down the 7-mile beach over a 21-day period. I fasted, I prayed, I read about the healing that was done in the 4 Gospels. I set my mind and body to healing. The love of my daughter motivated me to become healthy, but I needed a healing. And so in this life walk, 3 weeks later, I return home and I go to see my doctor 2 months later, and he releases me cancer-free with a smile on his face and an uncertainty of what happened. I know what happened, and that began the restoration. I still had to get healthy. The cancer was gone, but I had to re-strengthen my body. But I'm here to tell you that Jesus said some healings require prayer and fasting. You must be willing to take a look at your body as God's temple. You must be willing to let your mind serve God's will, and you must be willing to embrace what I call the biblical diet of fruits, vegetables, herbs, and grains. And we know Jesus brought in fish. This is a pure diet for our digestive tract. So when you really respect your body, I think we're really understanding it's not the foods we eat that matter. Jesus clarified that, but he didn't say don't eat healthy. So therefore, we need to be willing to restore ourselves, because we don't know if our illness is a test for us to pass like it was for Job. Okay, we don't know that. But if you want to find out what's going on in your life, and you want to restore your health, and you want to confront any illnesses or any medical diagnosis, and you want to become clean and clear with your own health and body, and you want to experience this, click on to the link in this message and understand that whatever happens to us, God can turn it into something for us. Let me end on what I learned in my 12 years of difficulty that is now way behind me. I'm 68 years old with the vitality of a 48-year-old. My vision takes me to 100. Where does your vision take you? Here's what I learned. I asked God for strength that I might achieve and I was made weak that I might learn and humbly obey. I asked for health that I might do great things. I was given infirmity that I might do better things. I asked for riches that I might be happy. I was given poverty that I might become wise. I asked for power that I might have the praise of men. I was given weakness that I might feel the need of God. I asked for all things that I might enjoy life, and I was given my life that I might enjoy all things. I got nothing I asked for, but everything I had hoped for, and almost despite myself, my unspoken prayers were answered. I am among men most richly blessed. My brothers and sisters and friends, it's never too late to make it right. If there's any way I can help you, click onto the link in this message, follow the links, and let's get together. And wherever you are in the world today, I want you to know God loves you, and so do I. Goodbye for now.